So today on Who Know On Me, we're going to be taking out the rest of these pistons. All these guys in here, they need to come out. They need to be switched out with the new pistons. And hopefully, we're going to get that put back together tonight. But we'll see how far we get. Why not?
My name is Frank. Power window.
Why don't you turn on your power interior light, power window?
Alright.
Oh, there we go.
Glamour shot.
Yeah.
Here I have non-alcoholic beer. Obviously.
Of course.
Any of you fans, oh my one fan, you'll know this. Thanks, Bob.
Before.
There's room to film, we're going to use it all the time. He's going to add music anywhere. It'll make it easier for the voices. Oh, is he already filming too?
Yep.
Where over your head?
I got caught in the my staircase. You know those big like wooden pillars?
You caught your staircase again?
Yeah, I was walking downstairs and like I was going to go outside and my arm got like stuck in it, almost like broke my wrist. Just all right, we're out.
It's a girl.
So we got all the pistons out of the 350. You can see it's actually very clean in there because this engine was rebuilt. But we're looking at the oil pan gasket and we're seeing that at least this hole, maybe more, is just filled with RTV. So somebody really cut a lot of corners building this motor. So gonna go ahead, get a new gasket, probably a new oil pan, and eventually start putting this thing back together.
Alright guys, so today I'm going to be trying to fix that check engine light on this thing. It's a P0401 code, so I'm filming alone today, so it's going to be a little hard to get some of the cool shots, so this might just be a quick little cut in and cut out. So what's going to happen is this fuel rail's coming off. There's an access port under here that you have to clean out. It's a EGR recirculation issue, so it's either the valve, but from what I was able to look up, this has common problems with that port down there that you can't really see. So I'll try and do the best I can with my phone. It's very limited on space because it's a piece of you know what. So I'm going to cut back in when I get this fuel rail off and show you how I secure it and all that. Alright, so fuel injector rail is off. Let me see if I can get this to focus here. It's not the actual problem, but it's kind of hard. There we go. Better shots down here. There's a lot of like goop and carbon built up all around these injectors too. Like a lot of it's like sand. It's my fuel injector ports down there. Sorry about the shitty filming. Still working on that camera thing. The cost of life getting in the way of that. So here's this access panel I need to get to. So I'm gonna take that off. Alright, so I got the bolts out. I'm going to pull this panel off. I haven't taken it off yet, so we can get a first look together here. And hoping to see that these little ports here are clogged. Oh yeah. Oh, look at all that. And I'm taking it into the light so you can see this shit. Not sure. There it is. You see all that in there? It's 200,000 miles of carbon buildup. Alright, so I got a little bit of light in here. I'm going to take this gasket off here. This also has to get cleaned off. And, hopefully not replaced. I probably should, but it's going to take forever to get these parts. So I got to clean all these little holes out. And then any of these passageways that are completely blocked, I'm going to have to get the vacuum out here. At least you can see these two. I'm going to get the vacuum out here. I'm going to poke them loose and try and suck it up at the same time so it doesn't go into the intake and into my engine. And yes, I'll get back to you when it's all cleaned up. So I just vacuumed and cleaned out all these passageways here. It might be hard to tell, but these things were literally clogged. I couldn't even tell that they were actually ports. I just happened to look it up beforehand. Had to really work it in there with a small pin and then kind of hollow it out with a screwdriver head. I think I did the best that I could do with the tools I have. I mean, it'll be better than what it was. Now I'm going to clean off these injectors a little bit and just make them look nice and pretty. Alright, well, put everything back together. Seemed like it all went smoothly here, so potential issue is that it could be leaking from like a fuel injector seal or anything, but they all look good. So I'm going to start this guy right now. Alright, well, it was running rough a second ago, but it's because one of the injectors came loose and started leaking a little bit of fuel, so I think it was just kind of pushing that air out of there or whatever, and now it's nice and smoothed out, so I'm going to clear that code, drive it, and see what happens.
Alright, proud Camaro owner, what do you have to say?
She has to warm up a little bit, but she'll smooth out. It's been a while.
Sure has. Yeah, I think there's a little oil leak there.
Where?
There's smoke coming off.
You get some of the exhaust shit that's not unplugged.
I don't know, it smells like burning oil, dude.
I don't know. I don't really smell it.
I smell it.
Smells like exhaust. I mean, it's got some oil coming out of the exhaust. It burns oil.
Definitely burns oil.
You smell it. You saw the blue shit coming out of the exhaust, didn't you?
Yeah, sure did.
Alright, so we're probably going to wind up taking all these extra hoses off. Getting new ones, like all the hoses just feel so brittle and shitty. I think it just needs new ones. Probably need some like new gaskets because Joe smells burning oil. I think it might just be that exhaust shit, so I'm probably gonna do the exhaust shit first and then have all that ready to go. It's got some weird idle, but also the battery wasn't even fully fucking connected. It was like loose and shit. We just kind of sent it to see if it would go. So gonna get a kill switch so we don't have that weird when you turn it off it keeps running problem, because I can just cut power to it. So we still want to figure that out. I think it has something to do with the alarm the guy wired into it, because I don't know if you hear when I go once we plug it in it starts beeping and shit, like not the horn but it starts beeping and flashing. So I don't know. I'm definitely gonna get if this doesn't turn into a piece of shit completely, like more than it is, I'm gonna get those halos for it because they look fucking dank.
Red halos?
It's like whatever color you want halos. That changes. So it'll be pretty dank.
Alright, push.
Yeah, just bang around. Oh yeah. Yeah, wiggle it around a little bit, just like that. Yeah. Yeah, bang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bang it.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh, ooh, ooh.